Hey, welcome back to the Positive Podcast. Glad you're tuning in. The host, Jeremy Todd, coming to you live from the World Headquarters. Glad you are tuning in. Check this out, episode 556. Damn, that's a lot. Have you ever done 556 anything? I mean, that's a lot of stuff. I mean, I was just scrolling through like iTunes and stuff, and like see what's on there, and I'm like 556. Damn. God, for all you people listening to all 556, man, what is wrong with you? I'm just kidding. I'm glad you're tuning in. I'm just fired up. Like always. I did an episode yesterday. I was fired up. I'm fired up again today. I got Kahlua coming on Wednesday. She'll be here for sure. I'm excited to have her on the show. She works with me one-on-one. I love her to death. She takes care of all the behind the scenes stuff, but she actually has her own business too. I'm excited to talk to her about a bunch of random stuff. So it'll be awesome. So make sure you tune in to listen to Kahlua. I did a meeting today at work, and this is a podcast I did a long time ago. I don't know when, but I redid it today at work, just talking to my team about 5 beliefs that you have to be successful. And it just resonated so good with me. I'm like, I'm going to do a podcast of this bad boy today. And here it is, 5 beliefs. These are the 5 beliefs you have to be successful. Number 1, you have to have belief in a dream. You have to have a belief that your dream is real, no matter what that dream is. And I guess the first part, you actually have to have that dream. What does that dream look like to you? My dream years and years and years ago when I started the podcast was to have a podcast and be heard around the world. And here it is, belief in this dream. And now as we're all around the world, but you got to have that dream, that big, crazy dream that no one thinks is realistic, or it's a little goofy, or other people think that way. But you got to have the belief in a dream. You got to believe that dream is real and can happen. It's so important to have that belief and make it real. You have to visualize these things. That's why a vision board is so important. If you haven't done a vision board, reach out to me and I'll walk you through it, jeremy@jeremytodd.com. But I'm looking at mine, and just so many good reminders on there. Mindful growth, clean, organic. Am I on the right path? There's my time. I've always talked about time on the podcast. This shit makes me happy is on the podcast. 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, nowhere close, but it's a dream. And then at the very top, was the dream real? Was the dream real of speaking on stage across the world and in front of thousands of people? I think so. I've spoke to people, but and I've done a lot of big engagements, but the podcast, close to 500,000 downloads all around the world, and that dream is real. But I ask you, my friends, what is your dream? Do you believe in the dream? Do you actually truly deep down believe that is real, that you can actually attain that dream? It's a question, right? I mean, think about this as we go through these. Number 2, believe in a process. Do you have belief in the process is working? Number 1, what is that dream? What is the process that's going to get you to that dream? And do you believe in it? What makes successful people is they have a process and they stick to it. They don't change it up. They have a morning process. They have an afternoon process. Well, I said they don't change it up. They change it up when they need to change it up. However, it's always a process. You're always following these things. What does that dream look like? My boy, Tony B, started the Great Path podcast. We had a process we started that out with, and now he's blowing up. His podcast is so good and so entertaining. He's changing lives, but that is one of those things that he followed the process and he believed in it. He didn't like half-ass wing it. And that's just it. When you're tasked with a process, this is your process. Hey, Jill, this is the process you have to follow. Do you follow the process? Do you half-ass it? And then it falls off and those dreams are gone and you're not doing it anymore. It's real, right? I mean, what does that process look like for you? Do you have one? Do you need to establish one? Extremely, extremely important. Number 3, belief in time. These things take time, my friends. These things don't happen overnight. And again, who knows? Your time is different than everyone else's time. Sure, you see those people that just strike it rich. Boom, I'm a billionaire. I came up with this one random thing, and it's super successful. Those are the stories you hear about. The ones you don't hear about are the people that started from nothing and grew their business, but knew it was going to take time. It doesn't all come to you at once. When I hired Sam Crowley as my coach years and years and years ago, I said, Sam, what do I do with this podcast? It's going to blow up. I'm having all these big time guest on there. He said, Jeremy, it's going to take time. You're not going to blow up. You blow up when you are ready to blow up, when you have the processes in place, when you can actually mentally handle that. I don't know what your time frame is. It could be 1 year, it could be 20 years. Who knows? But you got to believe over time that it will come true. Belief in success. Do you truly believe in success? Will you be successful? Straight up. Will you be successful? Do you believe it? Do we have that little guy on our shoulder telling us all the reasons why we can't be successful? I'm sure we do. I do. But is that which belief is better? The bigger is the belief in success bigger, or is it the negativity belief? The little guy on your shoulder telling you why you suck at things, why you can't do it, why your process isn't going to work, why you don't have enough time, why your dream is stupid. Do you believe in the success? And that's got to be real. It's got to be tangible. You almost got to taste it, like literally and physically. You have to want it so bad, and there's nothing else that's going to get in your way to be successful. The fifth and final one is a belief in yourself. Do you have that belief in yourself? Do you actually truly believe you can be successful? Truly. Do you believe what you're doing is going to make you successful? You've heard the story a million times. When I did the first podcast and I sent it out to everybody in my phone, and I got the people back saying, what's wrong with you? Do you need money? Are you mentally okay? I got all those. And, but none of those really mattered, because I truly believe that I had this message to tell, and I wanted to get it out and talk about the positivity and talk about I've been there and done that, and talk about the struggles that we've all been through, and show that if you truly believe in yourself, you can accomplish anything. You can be the most successful person that you know. And we all have, there's more definitions of success, right? It's not like we all have our own definition of that. It could be monetarily, it could be happiness, it could be retired early, it could be nothing, it could be none of those. It could just be peace. Whatever that extreme success looks like for you, do you believe you can actually accomplish it? And I think that final one, belief in yourself, is the most important one, because we can talk about all these other things. We can talk about them all until the cows come home, and we can talk about, hey, the time, and let's see, the time and the process and the dream, and believing in being successful, what that looks like. But if you don't believe in yourself, none of the rest of the things are ever going to happen. And I'm not even asking you to believe in yourself instantly. It's something that you have to work on daily affirmations. I am good enough. I'm beautiful. I'm smart. I'm pretty. I'm funny. I'm handsome. Whatever the case is, that stuff doesn't happen overnight. You got to have time, and you got to believe it. That I say it in every single episode, you have greatness within, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. But if you don't actually believe in yourself, believe that you have that greatness within, none of the rest of the stuff matters, because it'll never happen. Today's the day, my friends. Today's the day you stop believing what everyone else is telling you, why you're not good enough, why you're not smart enough. You put the adjective there, whatever. You're not enough. You're not funny, or maybe it could be an adverb. I don't know, but you know what I mean. When are you going to stop believing everybody else and believe in yourself? And not only that, if no one else believes in you, why don't you believe in yourself? I believe in you. Believe me, if I can do some of these things that I've done, I know you can. There's no question in my mind that you can do it. But you got to believe in yourself, my friends. Again, I work with people one-on-one. If you didn't know that, I've mentioned it a lot lately, and I'm looking for one more person, just one person to align, and we can get to the next level in life, no matter what you're trying to do in business, family, motivation, a podcast. I love working with people one-on-one and getting them jacked up and having that one-on-one time to make sure we're a good fit. So, hey, email me. Let's have that 30-minute power call. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we are a good fit. It's not free. To work with me is not free. The power call is free. Let's do that. But it's not free to work with me. My time's important. So is yours. I want to make sure we both come and add value every time we talk. So there has to be a monetary thing to it, because again, it's got to hurt a little bit. It's got to make sense, and we will get to the next level. I promise you that, my friends. Email me, Jeremy@jeremytodd.com. Remember the iTunes, leave those 5-star reviews. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Gosh, I would love for you to subscribe to me on YouTube. Gosh, I would love it. But more importantly, I just love you listening to the podcast. I say it in every single episode. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. You've got greatness within. Like always, this is The Positive Side.